Selling the best defence equipment to one of the world's most important democracies. That's how the British Prime Minister has defended his stop-off in Indonesia as part of his arms trade tour of Asia. It comes a decade after the country saw an embargo by the UK itself for using British jets to bomb civilians. David Cameron arrived in Jakarta from Japan as Britain seeks to boost its military presence in the region, all in China's backyard. With this report is RT's Ivor Bennett.
Selling weapons is quickly becoming what Britain does best. Prime Minister David Cameron unashamedly touts the UK's military hardware, only he calls it flying the flag for Britain. It's seeking to become only the second country other than America to trade arms with Japan. Not only big business, but the chance for a crucial foothold in what's clearly the place to be.
This must be the perfectly predictable result of the shifting of the focus of American attention and the attention of much of the world to the Asia-Pacific region, as China obviously continues to be an economic powerhouse, and even India and other countries in the region threaten to actually become more economically dominant. I think with that comes the attendant attention from the militaries of the US and the UK and other countries.
America's recently announced plans to station 2,000 Marines in Australia, hoping to exert influence in a region China says isn't theirs to meddle in, and Britain could soon join them. Part of its defence deal with Japan could see a British Hunter submarine deployed in China's backyard, complete with missiles and all. A physical presence the British government claims is needed.
These geopolitics are relevant, but I think that's even more reason for the UK to be going out there to engage with what is one of our few key allies in the region.
With over 30 executives from the UK's highly profitable arms industry. This isn't the first time David Cameron's been criticised for turning an overseas trip into a travelling sales pitch. Cameron was left red-faced last year when, on the same trip, he went from praising democratic uprisings in Cairo to flogging weapons in Kuwait. Prime Minister David Cameron's been forced to defend his party of weapons manufacturers, saying it's perfectly responsible and respectable. But this is a region that's highly sensitive to any kind of military manoeuvre, and tensions at the moment are particularly high. North Korea's planned rocket launch later this week is stoking the traditional regional panic. Japan and South Korea are threatening to shoot it down, fearing it's a disguised long-range missile test. Similar suspicions are being cast on China too, as Japan and South Korea seek allies further afield.
They certainly do not want to confront China at the moment, and they do not have the resources to build up their respective military strengths to counterbalance China. So the best approach at the moment, of course, is to count on the United States more strategically and to involve more foreign powers into the region so as to have a better challenge of exerting the pressure of the international community on China.
Until now, Britain and America have had to make do with exerting their influence on the region from afar. But with the talk of a physical presence there, the fear is it could upset the balance. Ivor Bennett, RT.